Orlando, Florida, as the Magic are about to go into this interconference contest right here. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Look at the Mavericks. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And they've been playing a lot of basketball lately, Kevin. This is their 3rd game in 4 days. The league didn't make it easy for them when they set up the schedule like this.
But I don't think it'll really have too much of a negative effect on them, Clark. Maybe the starting 5 won't play quite as many minutes as they usually do, but in terms of energy and endurance, I think they'll be fine.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. The forwards are Parsons and Dirk. Ellis is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Chandler in at the 5. Now here's Ellis. Feeds to Rondo. Back to Ellis. Shot clock at 6. And yes, sir, that one drops.
And they'd love to have a few more easy baskets like that to kind of set the tone for the rest of the game.
Monte Ellis at 6'3" is certainly a gifted scorer. He played most of his career minutes at the shooting guard position. He gives up some size there, however, and that's been a challenge for him at the defensive end.
And here we go, the Mavericks in a fast break. And Parsons kicks to Rondo. On the wing, Ellis. Dallas moving the ball around. Parsons up top, covered by Payton. And Parsons gets it to go.
You gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
Now Payton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. He kicks it to Harris. Oladipo against Ellis. Shoots from 14. Oladipo, good. Oladipo's got his first basket for Dallas. They've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. The drive by Ellis. Outside Rondo. Oladipo against Ellis. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Ellis has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this club.
Parsons against Harris. And Oladipo kicks to Payton. Back to Oladipo.
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
The Mavericks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Rondo kicks to Chandler. Nowitzki outside. Ellis outside. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. The generally checked in for Orlando.
Over the last month, let's see how the Magic performed in the NBA statistics. 19th in blocks, and they're in the bottom 3rd as far as fewest turnovers per game. They've got to really do a better job of having everybody concentrate on taking care of the ball.
Victor Oladipo played for the same college coach as Dwayne Wade. And, you know, their games actually draw some comparisons. Both are 6'4", strong, huge wingspans, and explosive athletes with that ball handling ability. I think Oladipo has a great future.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Gordon. And Oladipo, an all-around player. He can rebound, pass, and he can defend, even block shots.
Yeah, and again, you see the parallels with Dwayne Wade, although not as tall. He's not quite as long as Wade. His charisma and passion, though, remind you a bit of Dwayne Wade in terms of his game. I like his name, too. Oladipo. That's a nice basketball name. You can do a lot with that when he gets going.
Little rhythm. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Here comes Oladipo.
There you go. There you
Oladipo.
go. There you go.
Now here's Rondo after the miss from McCoy. Rondo kicks to Chandler. Chandler is screen. Outside Rondo. Pass to Parsons. Shot from free throw range. That's good. Parsons got his second bucket of the game to go.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
And the shot is good from McCoy. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Nowitzki with the screen on Oladipo. Nowitzki kicks to Ellis. Nobody near Parsons. From outside, off the mark. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. The Mavericks leading. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Nowitzki with the screen on Oladipo. Nowitzki, the pass to Parsons. Clock at 6. Shot from 12. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there. The Magic shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. McCoy passes to Harris. Here's the general, covered by Parsons. Kicks to Oladipo. With 2 seconds left, and misses it off the right side of the rim. One quarter in the books, and it's been a...
Next Monday night, February 2nd, Nikola Vucevic and the Orlando Magic go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Be there.
And off we go, a close game. Vucevic checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Tobias Harris comes in for Gordon. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's the general in for Luke Ridnour. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Chandler. Ellis comes in for Chandler Parsons. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Harris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for J.J. Barea. Harris at the 4, Vucevic in the middle. The general is out there with Victor Oladipo, and it's Fournier in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Ellis. 20 points for him last game against the Heat in Miami.
Kevin, his passing is what blew me away. I mean, to see him orchestrate their offense so impeccably, that was a sight to behold.
The Magic trail by 7.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
Evan Fournier out of France struggled with his shot early last season, but he rallied somewhat down the stretch. Still very young with an impressive skill set. He's definitely a player to watch.
And you talk about Fournier's skill level. I mean, pretty crafty penetrating and finishing around the rim. And he's also been a good three-point shooter in the NBA from day one.
And Steve, Fournier doesn't separate himself with his athleticism, but he can be elusive.
Well, he understands hesitation and using angles to get inside. I think that speaks to his ball handling and offensive instincts. You know, he can be very fun to watch.
Now here's Rondo. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami.
Well, he was aggressive at both ends of the floor. He had 3 steals in that game, remember?
Yes, yeah. Here's the general. 9-point game. Over to the left wing. Good if it goes. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Well, now that we can see the replay, it looks like he did get the shot off in time. It looked that way to me originally, and that's the call we should see here.
You're right. I think he got it off, but anytime it's as close a call as that was, in a big situation like this, it's always take a closer look.
And the official call is in. It's ruled a basket. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
And Kevin, this is exactly why we have this rule. And I think they made a great decision putting the rule in. The main thing is you want to get it right. And they definitely got this one right looking at the replay.
And so we conclude the first half. Mavericks lead by 7. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Tyson, what has been the key to enabling your team to control the tempo of this game throughout this first half?
I think the way we came out defensively, we locked into their sets. We're taking them out of what they want to accomplish. Because of that, we're able to make some shots on the other end.
It all came together in that first 24 minutes. Tyson, thanks for the time, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hey, fellas, let's go over what happened in the first half. It wasn't what we had in mind, but there's plenty of time to get things straightened out. We couldn't get anything going on inside, and those are points we have to have. We've got to spread the floor and get the room we need in the paint so our bigs can go to work down there. And I also like how we've kept our turnovers to a minimum. That kind of heads-up play has to carry over into the second half. Another thing to focus on is getting the ball to the basket as much as possible. Drive the lane, don't sit back. We've got an uphill battle on our hands, no doubt about it. I don't want to catch you guys looking at the scoreboard. All we can do is play our game.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
It's go time. Check in. I'm on it.
Fournier comes in for Gordon. Ben Gordon's checked in for Oladipo. And Luke Rittenauer subbed in for Payton. Harris is checked in for the Mavericks. Barea comes in for Rajon Rondo. On the court for the Mavericks, Ellis is out there with Chandler Parsons. Then it's Devin Chandler, and it's Barea in at the 1.
A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
Chandler outside. On the wing, Ellis.
It's his 4th foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
Something else you like to see is how well they've shot their free throws tonight.
Well, despite his 6'3" height, Monta Ellis is at his best operating from the mid-range in. He's a superb athlete. He can slice into the defense and finishes with an outstanding touch around the rim.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And you talk to some coaches around the NBA, they say that Monta Ellis is the closest thing in the league right now to an Allen Iverson.
I would not disagree with that comparison, Kevin. I mean, you look at the quickness, the agility, the ability to score amidst the tall timber is really unique at his ability to finish against taller players. And you love the fearlessness. That's what really was the hallmark of Allen Iverson, and I see some of that in Ellis too. Well, you know, the Mavericks got back into the playoffs last season after missing the playoffs in 2013, and this is a team that expects to be a playoff factor. Aside from that one season, they've not missed the playoffs since 2000.
Now here's Parsons. He's got 8. And Ellis the bucket on the assist by Chandler. That's 10 points for Ellis.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
It's stolen by Barea. 3-on-3. Ellis can't get it to go.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time. It's such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
And here's Parsons. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Well, he's shooting about 74% from the line this year, guys. A decent percentage.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
Just 4 seconds left in the 3rd. It'll count. And it would have counted had it fallen.
On tap.
In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm of the game.
Well, this is what you talk about when you have the offensive play coming together based on tremendous passing. It's the rhythm and flow that occurs that makes this a beautiful game.
Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for Orlando, McCoy in at point guard. Vucevic is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Fournier in at the 3 slot.
Now, they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
The Magic trail by 9. Here's McCoy. And yes, sir, that one drops. Harris with it. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
One thing you know when it comes to the Mavericks is they're not going to sit back and stand pat. They want to reload, not rebuild every
Teams changing it up here. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
So that'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
What's up with them?
They got traded
When?
today. That's the league, man. We cogs in the machine.
Dang, man, that's cold-blooded. Man, we sweat with them. We went to war with them. They just gonna throw them out like yesterday's news? That's it? I might as well say bye while I got a chance. Hey, hold up, y'all. Hey, man, I'm sorry to hear about that. Y'all keep your heads up, all right? Ball out.
I'm sure you've all heard we're going to have some new faces around here. We all know that change is part of the business. Your job is to make the new guys comfortable so that the transition on and off the court is seamless. We rise and fall as one.
Yo, I'm glad you're here. We're a tight group, so watch and learn. And when you feel comfortable, do your thing.
Hey, as long as I don't interfere with me doing my thing. I'm just playing, man.
I've been rapping for about 17 years, okay? I don't write my stuff anymore. I just kick it from my head, you know what I'm saying? I can do that. No disrespect.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan. It's getting noisy here in Oklahoma City. We're at the Peak, the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them. Here's Peyton, averaging 6 points per contest. The Thunder, and especially Kevin Durant, seem to be on the clock for when are they going to win a title, but they still haven't closed the deal yet.
And Kevin, there's no guarantee that you'll win a title. Even if you are a really good team with star players, it just doesn't always automatically happen. I mean, that's not a given, even though they're chipping away at it and have made some great progress over the last 4 or 5 years. Those things are hard to get.
The general is checked in for Orlando. Well, you might have been wondering who the top scoring small forwards have been over the last 10 games. Wonder no more. Here's a peek. Kevin Durant, number 1.
He's the number 1 guy you have to account for when you take them on. I mean, he's the primary guy in the scouting report. Even if you can't stop him, you've got to try to make him work for his opportunity.
And to your point about the Thunder, I'm not sure if they're missing anything roster-wise. Up and down, there are very few holes for this team.
The Magic trail by 10. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Scott Brooks. After taking the first matchup with them, he wants his team to be even more assertive on the offensive end. He told me, I feel we can have our way on offense. Get them into matchups that they don't like and find points that way. It's what helped in our first meeting. Let's see if they can do it again here, guys.
Okay, Doris, thanks. And it seems that the offensive game plan will be the key for them tonight, guys.
Well, I'm sure they feel if they can execute their offense effectively, they'll be the ones controlling this game from start to finish.
And they have a good reason to feel that way, Steve. Offensively, they are a well-oiled machine when it's working. And, you know, going back to what you said about the Thunder, they have the stars and the depth, but maybe adding a few more veterans here and there could help them stay tougher in close games. I think that's the one area they're looking to improve in, more veteran leadership and toughness.
And Durant sends it back, and he's able to get it back. Durant against Gordon. Out left to the wing. The shot's good from McCoy. The Thunder leading by 10. Outside Westbrook. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Wow, just a tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball for them, guys.
Yeah, when they put it up, it's gone in.
Here's the general. He's covered by Westbrook. McCoy to the inside. Here's Waiters. Now here's Oladipo, averaging 9 points per contest. Here's the general, defended by Durant. Oladipo misses.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Waiters passes to Westbrook. Back to Waiters from beyond the arc. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Waiters got 5.
And that's what's built them this early lead. Deadly shooting from behind the arc.
Yeah, the D better start getting out there on them, Steve, and soon.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 12. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And for the Thunder here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shoot.
Durant's checked in for Enes Kanter. And it's Waiters in for Russell Westbrook. Orlando also making some changes. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Fry. Tobias Harris comes in for Gordon. And it's the general in for Payton. And so in the game for the Magic, Fournier and Harris filling out the perimeter. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Vucevic. And it's McCoy in at the point guard position.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
And here's Augustine. 9-point game his last outing. Back to Waiters. Pass to Augustine. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
McCoy passes to Vucevic. Over to the wing. Pass to McCoy. Tipped away. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
The shot's good from McCoy.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
The Thunder leading by 10. Collison kicks to Augustine, and he gets it to go. Augustine's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
There's a screen. McCoy passes to Fournier. Lets it go with a 3. The Thunder pull it in. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Gotta keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, and offensively, everything seemed to come together for them beautifully. It seemed like everything they tried worked.
And with a multifaceted approach like the one they had, it takes a sophisticated defense to stop it, which was not the case that day.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together, one setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's McCoy. It's hauled in by Collison.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
McCoy passes to Fournier. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And that concludes the first half. Thunder lead by 13. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with Scott Brooks. And, Coach, what about your approach has given you this lead?
That's it. We attacked. We got to the basket. We passed. We defended. That's what we do.
Scott, thank you. All good things, guys.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the 3rd quarter of basketball.
Okay, everybody, pay attention. We definitely got some stuff to go over from the first half. We're not going to let this game get away from us. On offense, we haven't had the balance we need between the perimeter and the low post. Too much of our scoring is coming from outside. Let's fix that in the second half and work the ball inside more. And we should have nice fresh legs in the second half because the contribution we got from the bench was a big one. You guys carried a lot of the load. Okay, transition points will be huge for us in this half. It'll be worth 1 or 2 less guys crashing the boards if...
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if the Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Oklahoma City leading by 16. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Back to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots off the step back, and that one's good. Westbrook's got 19 points. Russell Westbrook still among the league leaders in shots at the rim, but Steve, he's expanding his offensive arsenal.
Well, he's improved as a three-point shooter. You know, he's got a great pull-up jumper from mid-range already, especially from that foul line area. So Westbrook really is a threat from all over the court.
Orlando making some changes. Fry comes in for Oladipo, and it's the general in for Payton. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. McCoy passes to Fry. On the wing, Gordon. The dish to Fry. Orlando moving the ball around. And it's Gordon missing.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
Durant wide open, he fires. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Here's the general. He's covered by Westbrook. The pass to Waiters. And stolen by Gordon. Here's Vucevic. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Vucevic has got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
As he should. That's a good decision. When he gets a clean look, he's got to take it.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, thank you, Kevin. As you know, Russell Westbrook, one of the most competitive guys you'll meet. He looks as though he is angry on the court, and quite often he is. As Kevin Durant has said, anger could be good and bad, but it's on the good side for Russ. He doesn't like anybody he is playing against. He does a great job every single game of playing with fire and with force. Guys?
He's something else, Doris. Thanks. Clock is at 3, and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Nick Collison's checked in. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome. This team kept their emotions in check and got it done.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying see you next time.
We behaving hard. We behaving hard. Fast one, slow one. We behaving hard. We behaving hard.
Here we go, huh?
Fast one, slow one. We behaving
Yo, when I was young, man, my dad had a house. I catch a contact and talk like Eka Mouse. Go to school, act like I'm pulling
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from San Antonio as the Spurs take it to the hardwood here at the AT&T Center. For the Magic, this is the last game before heading back to Florida and Orlando. There's no question this game will put them to the test. Facing off against a team that has every expectation of beating them, they'll need to play a complete game to snare a win. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Clippers.
They ran away with that game, Kevin, mostly thanks to their play at the offensive end.
That's exactly right, guys. There was crisp movement by the players and the ball throughout that game, and they got a lot of high-quality shots as a result.
Clock at 6. Parker outside. Orlando grabs the miss. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And their inside strength was so apparent in that win. They just blocked shots, controlled the lane, did a good job on the glass.
Very alert were they, Steve. Alert, aware, and reacted quickly to shot attempts in the post.
Well, for Tim Duncan and the Spurs, an incredible legacy of dominance. In his 17 years in the league, the Spurs have never won less than 61% of their games, not to mention, of course, 5 finals appearances and 4 NBA championships.
And the Spurs have done an amazing job, Clark, over the years surrounding Duncan with the right kind of talent.
And Tim Duncan has done a great job leading and making adjustments in his own game. They're a team with great scouting and development of their players. You talk to players who've been there. That's one of the things they rave about, Kevin, is they get the attention for their individual development. And all of their players were not lottery picks. Most of them were mid, late first-round picks, some second-round guys, and it's just another example of doing it the right way at the highest level.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Duncan kicks to Leonard, uncovered, rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, he said basically that in order to be successful, their main priority has to be canceling out the speed of their opponents with good transition defense. That, to him, is what will make the biggest difference here today and allow them to get a win, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
Parker kicks to Green. And the pass to Duncan. Fader on the way to the wing right side. Gordon against Green. There's the dish to Parker. Kicks it out to Leonard. Here's Harris. Coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. The shot's good from McCoy.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Spurs trail by 8.
Tony could well be the best point guard penetrator in the game. He's great at finding the seam and getting the ball up and off glass before the shot blocker can recover. And once the ball hits the glass and comes off, it's a no-touch zone for the defender.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Splitter. Bellinelli comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked.
Oh no, bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
Taking a technical foul here is the last thing you want to do. That was just flat out stupid. And Parker with the quickness to win that race to the rim, and then his great touch, able to use English or, just the spin on the ball to drop it in. Even when the defense gets there early, it seems like Parker's able to use that teardrop.
That one misses for Mills. And for Parker now coming into his 30s, the question, how will his game, so based on speed, Clark, and elusiveness, how will it age?
Well, I think that's a fair question. His game is not as much athleticism as it is those attributes of speed and quickness and elusiveness. I think the elusiveness can hang around for a while. The speed will go. But the fact he's improved as a jump shooter, I think will continue to allow him to be pretty good at getting to the rim.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Ginobili's got his first 3 points of the game.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Kicks to Fournier. Pass to McCoy. Shoots from the high post. Count that one.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
There's 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Diaw, the screen. Mills dishes to Diaw. To the left wing. Bellinelli passes to Duncan. Shot's good by Mills. Mills has got his first bucket of the night.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
Passes it to McCoy. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And that one's good.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Duncan with a screen on Gordon. Ginobili kicks to Bellinelli. From outside, off the mark. With 1 on the clock, it's blocked.
This Friday, February 6th, Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers take on Nikola Vucevic and the Orlando Magic. It's the real deal.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Yeah, the defense has been terrific. They came out right from the beginning, alert and focused. And they've been really good at that end of the floor.
And I think Coach has to be pleased with the effort, Steve.
Then Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. So for the Magic, and almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. On the court for Orlando. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. And it's McCoy in at the point. There's the double team with Joseph. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. Makes it 2 points there from McCoy. The Generals got 8 points.
Greg Popovich with 15 straight 50-win seasons as head coach of the San Antonio Spurs. What a remarkable streak of success. And I don't really think folks understand what that level of consistency embodies. He's widely regarded as the best head coach in the NBA, and for good reason. He's the full package as a head coach.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, Tim Duncan's such a huge part of this Spurs team on and off the court. As Coach Pop put it, he's a consummate pro. He takes great pride in fulfilling his responsibility to his teammates. He feels it very strongly. He sets the tone for the whole team. He's done it from the beginning, and people fall in line. Kevin, what a luxury.
A great player and great leader. Scores. Popovich in the top 5 in coaching win percentage all time.
And he's likely to remain in that lofty company. Kevin, he said he plans to follow Tim Duncan into retirement. Not a bad plan. They pretty much came in together, so might as well go out together.
The kick out to Oladipo. And again, it's Orlando converting.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Parker outside. Here's Splitter. Another one falls for San Antonio. 32 seconds left to play here in the half.
Question is, do they go 2 for 1 here?
Can they get a good shot in time? That's the question.
Up top, Oladipo. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Vucevic to the pass to McCoy. Count that one. The Generals got 12 in the game.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Parker.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Here's McCoy. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And the first half is now in the books. It's the Magic up by 10. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Coach, you're going to have to climb a bit of a hill here in the second half. What are you telling your guys they need to do to turn this thing around?
I think we just moved the ball a little bit. We were just on the dribble a little bit too much, and we've got a lot of pressure out there, so the ball's got to move.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. First off, shot selection. We're getting high percentage looks, and it's working very well for us, and I like it that we're being very efficient. I'll give you a compliment, though. The ball movement's been excellent. Love how many buckets we're getting off assists. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. Nobody gave us a chance tonight, but we're right where I thought we'd be. But still, we're a long way from done. So let's keep our effort at 100% all the way to the end.
The second half just about to get going here.
Talk about a
substitution. Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got plenty.
Checked in for Splitter. Bellinelli comes in for Leonard. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Then for the Magic, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Gordon. Fournier comes in for Harris. And Ben Gordon is subbed in for Oladipo. Diaw and Duncan at the 4 and the 5. Mills and Manu at the guards. And it's Bellinelli. Making some changes. Fry comes in for Vucevic, and it's the General in for Payton.
And let's take a quick look now at the numbers for Ginobili. He's averaging 12 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you really can't find much fault with him as far as his performances lately.
Yeah, he's been very, very dependable, steady, doing pretty much everything they've asked of him.
O'Quinn can't hit.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Kyle O'Quinn in his third season out of Norfolk State, 6'10", 7'5" wingspan, and the strength to hold his own at the pivot. He has shown some promise for a player taken in the second round.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
Bellinelli dishes to Diaw, and the jumper is on the mark. Diaw's got his first bucket of the night. And O'Quinn, a relatively ground-bound game, not a big-time athlete.
Yeah, and very foul-prone defensively in part because of that lack of athleticism. But he has shown the ability to knock down the mid-range jump shot. He's a hard worker, a quality young man, good rebounder and shot blocker. I think he's got a chance to be one of those guys that plays a long time and makes a nice contribution in the game.
And here's Gordon, averaging 9 points per contest. Out to the right wing. Here's Fournier. He dishes it to Fry. Stripped it away. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Bellinelli's got the ball.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
Here's the General, covered by Mills. Here's McCoy, makes it off the glass. The General's got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And Mills kicks to Ginobili. Dishes it to Duncan. Shot from the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. And that's now 7 points for Duncan. Here's McCoy. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Magic lead by 11. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's quickly have a look at the State Farm assist of the game, which came, Steve, from kind of an unlikely source here.
Yes, the big fella here doing his best impression of a point guard. Serving up a brilliant feed here. That's gorgeous.
And the Spurs with possession. 11-point game. And so in the game for the Magic, McCoy in at point guard. Kyle Quinn out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Gordon. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Orlando's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. No good from McCoy. Spurs have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Good.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's the double team with Ginobili. McCoy passes to Gordon. He kicks to Fournier. Shot clock at 6. McCoy, solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
The three from Mills. No good. And so it's Orlando winning this one. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, the General.
The Rook came to play tonight, boy.
Yeah, man, I'm hungry, yo. Feed me the rock, and I'm gonna carry your sorry butt to the finish line.
Easy, young stallion. Ain't nobody gonna carry me nowhere. But keep taking shots in the rhythm of the offense, and we'll be all good. When we're ourselves, it's impossible to be anybody else.
Yeah, man, I hear you. I'm just playing with you anyways. Really, I'm just happy to contribute to the W.
Man, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
If we need you to score like you did tonight, look for your shot. We need you to lock down a fool on D. You do that,
Yeah.
keep thinking like that, and we're going to be tough to beat.
Hey, well, shoot, man. Hey, let's get out of here. I got some celebrating to do.
You know it. And we got a little tradition around here. First time a rookie fills the scoring column in a legit way, he springs for a night out with the boys. Wash up and make sure you got some cash in there.
Why haven't I heard about this until now?
Because all rookies are on a need-to-know basis. You had a big night, now you need to know.
Hi, man.
Come on. Who died? You look a little nervous.
Well, I heard it's never a good thing to be called into the GM's office, especially the day your 10-day contract is up. So if you're gonna release me, I would just appreciate it if you did it quickly.
I'm gonna be brutally honest, kid. You haven't done enough to secure a regular roster spot.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, wait. You have done enough to secure another 10-day contract, though.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you another shot to prove you belong in this league permanently, huh?
Hey, you won't regret it either. I'm gonna make it awfully hard for you to let me go.
I hope so. Look, a contract's on my secretary's desk. You go sign that on your way out. Get out of here.
All right, thank you.
All right. Where's my lunch?
Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Home court advantage goes to the Cavaliers, playing here in Quicken Loans Arena. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. CP3 at point with Redick there at the back. Blake Griffin down. Down low, DeAndre Jordan. And it's Barnes and it's the three.
You know, Kevin Love is not just a great rebounder. He's one of the most complete offensive players in the league. He scores down low. He can make threes. There's not much he doesn't do offensively.
Mozgov kicks to Love. It's deflected. And the dunk by Jordan.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Ball passes to Griffin. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Great job capitalizing on that steal and getting the easy points in transition.
Exactly how it should be done after a turnover.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Paul kicks to Barnes. Feeds it to Jordan. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. DeAndre Jordan leading the NBA last season in 3 separate categories, Steve. Rebounding, slam dunks, and field goal percentage.
Yeah, those last 2 are related, of course. You look at the shot chart, and it's basically a green dot right around the basket. I mean, pretty much all of his attempts coming right at the rim, mostly on putbacks or lobs.
And he gets it to go.
Red hot, right out of the gates. 4 for 4 shooting.
Paul goes in. He hits it from 9.
And for Jordan, last season with Doc Rivers coming in as coach, his role was clearly defined, laid out in crystal clear fashion. Defense and rebound. The Rivers put high expectations within that role, expecting him to contend for Defensive Player of the Year.
LeBron's shot is good.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A-game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
Wow, what an incredible run they're on. This is as good an offense as you will see.
Well, every single guy on the floor right now just feeling it.
And Jordan playing full starters minutes for the first time in his career last season. Just about doubled his rebounds per game. Was a candidate for most improved player.
And Redick kicks to Paul. To end the run. Mozgov with the block. Goes back up. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Jordan.
He's so reliable. And, you know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
Irving attacking. And here's Love for 3.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
Back to Paul. Lets the 3 fly. Smith with the block. Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
They going down low with the ball, and it results in points. They're having their way in the paint.
And it's resulted in a big early lead, too.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Shumpert comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick.
Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. Coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
Here's Crawford following the basket by LeBron James.
He's got to contribute. He's got to produce if his team's going to get back in it in this quarter.
And it's Dellavedova missing.
He still couldn't finish, even though it looked like he had a lane to the rim. But too often, that's the story for him.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Matt Barnes, really a good glue guy. He rebounds, defends. He's gotten better with his outside shot, and he can really run the lane. And he's always had a toughness and a fearlessness that I think a lot of coaches love.
And you look at advanced plus-minus measurements, Matt Barnes rates very well.
Not surprised by that, Kevin. He brings so much energy at both ends of the floor. He does a lot of those little intangible things that don't always show up on the stat sheet.
Hall. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And LeBron throws it down.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
And a dump. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. And are looking amped up and ready to get going once again. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, they're trying to play fast and trying to put the defense on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Amon Shumpert is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Irving. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. Doc Rivers trying to help this Clippers team to the mountaintop. And Chris Paul said, I've never had a coach that wants to win as bad as I do, until Rivers. Rivers said, I'm just here to try to win. I always tell our players there's no guarantee to it. You have to be willing to get your hearts broken. Gentlemen.
He's getting him to lay it all on the line. Doris, thank you.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Here's Crawford. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Crawford's got 5 points now this quarter.
After digging themselves that hole in the first quarter, this club is starting to shoot the ball much better now.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it takes a little while to work out the knots. I mean, they're starting to put it together.
Thompson with the bucket.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Crawford against Shumpert. Crawford kicks to Barnes. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers.
Clippers started out as a good team last year, but they never seemed to be content with what they had. They added vet after vet as the season progressed. Really made some nice additions.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Barnes. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Irving attacking. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference.
You know, it's such a treat to watch the game for a living. It doesn't stand still. It keeps evolving. And as we see the leadership changing hands, new commissioner, new owners, I think that process will continue. And hopefully they'll strike that balance between preserving the tradition of the game while also continuing to attract new fans.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Off his leg, and the ref saying he kicked it. Smith on the wing. From outside the arc. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. We talk about the new team owners. More than 30%, Clark, of the league's teams have changed hands. I didn't know this since 2010.
I did not either, but again, as franchises grow in value, the owners are getting much more involved. And again, understanding the appreciation potential of this kind of asset. It's a bigger chunk of their portfolio now. It used to be owners were guys that kind of came through the basketball business somewhat and didn't look at it as something that could be a viable asset. But now it's a big business play.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Cleveland leading by 11. Out to Shumpert. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
The drive by Paul. There's Crawford with the 3. Rebound by Smith.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Smith's got 11 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Cleveland's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, there is no question that Chris Paul has been the leader wherever he's gone. He demands a lot from his teammates, but they respect his passion. Paul has no time for anyone who feels they don't need to work. He doesn't like guys who take things for granted. Certainly not someone to rest on his laurels, gentlemen.
Holding everyone accountable, Doris. Thanks.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think we're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
And Shumpert kicks to Smith. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. The drive by Shumpert. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks. Right in. Shumpert's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Irving dishes to Shumpert. No good with the triple. Clippers trail by 15. Pass to Redick. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Here's Shumpert. And stolen by Jordan. Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Just absolute domination in this one for Smith. 13 points and a block.
Well, you often think of the Clippers as being an updated version of Showtime. They know how to grind out and get a win, too.
Yeah, I thought they were a little better defensively. They have guys that will certainly give you highlight reel material, but they're smart in how they attack teams and how they finish games, too.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Clippers right now, Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. CP3 and Jamal Crawford make the backcourt, and it's Redick in a small forward. Crawford, no luck.
And with the Clippers, I think a big part of how they can grind out a win if need be is that they know how to get to the free throw line.
Here's Paul, and it's sent back by Irving. And that one's good. Griffin's got his second basket.
That was an important bucket. They're only 1 of 5 now, so they really had to get their offense quick.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, one way or another, the Clippers, as you said, they'll find ways to score points, even if it means selling a call or two. But you do what you need to do to get wins, and most players are open to that.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Paul goes in. Irving with the steal. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball.
Well, it's been all about pace and space with them. Tempo, the fast break points, just a huge advantage.
Yeah, they've been looking to push it all the time and to get that early offense, and they're doing it well.
Paul passes to Griffin. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Pushing it up. And James with the basket on the assist by Love. Love's got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play. Man, Cole was the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Chris Paul is really a basketball junkie. When he's not playing the game, he watches all the games. He has a wall of TVs in his home so he can follow multiple games at once. That is fanaticism. And he actually could be preparing for a job in the studio someday.
And Cleveland making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. It's LeBron with the drive. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. As you guys know, as passionate as Chris Paul is about basketball, I read an interview where he said he might walk early to spend time with his kids.
Yeah, I mean, it can be tough missing those moments, but I don't know. Paul strikes me as a lifer. Wouldn't surprise me one day to see him coaching, once his playing days are gone. Well, LeBron James having his nose broken last season by Serge Ibaka, short of that, he can seem at times invulnerable. His durability, just one more thing that sets him apart.
And LeBron over his career dealing with a few back issues, but he's been able to remain remarkably healthy.
Kevin, incredibly durable given the punishment he absorbs night in and night out and the load he's asked to carry by his team at both ends of the floor. That's another element that makes you shake your head about what he's been able to do in his career.
You're right. Crawford kicks to Redick. And it's blocked by Love. And they're able to recover. It's Crawford with the drive. Paul outside. Into Jordan. And stolen by James. Dellavedova, that's good. Dellavedova's got his first points in this one.
are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies, be physical. Now that is a quick bucket, pretty good in transition.
That's right, that's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
The shot by Paul, no good.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Well, if you're doing enough good things and you're maintaining at least a slight edge on the boards, you're usually going to be in pretty good shape.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points, I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Shot clock at 6. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 16-6 run. Irving. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
Well, they're finding the holes in the defense, Clark, and they're exploiting them.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Shumpert comes in for LeBron. Crawford's shot is good.
And that's the goal every time down. Just find a high percentage shot.
Cleveland's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Dellavedova dishes to Love. And it's good, assisting on the play with Dellavedova. 6 points for Love.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb, guys, here in the second half. They're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus since halftime. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Here's Dellavedova. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. For Cleveland, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys, this is a club that hit about 75% of its free throws.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Redick for 3. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Boy, ends the quarter with a dead-eye 3 as the buzzer sounds.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Cavaliers ahead, running away with it. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And the Cavaliers with possession here. They've got Haywood. Marion is out there with Iman Shumpert. Then there's J.R. Smith. And it's Dellavedova in at the 1. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And Los Angeles, guys, shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference.
Out to Marion. Lets it fly. Second shot opportunity. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Guys, one of the themes in this game has been how much of their scoring has come off turnovers.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Marion. And James subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Redick inside the line.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Griffin's shot is off.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
And the dunk by LeBron.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Crawford's shot is good. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. LeBron drives in and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. James Jones, who's checked in for Cleveland. Miller comes in for Smith.
James Jones.
Here's Crawford. Kicks it out to Paul. Uncovered. Again, Los Angeles.
Gotta love the inside-out game there, guys.
In the corner, it's James. Pulls up. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Paul penetrating. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Crawford drives in. That's good.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Here's LeBron. And there's the... dunk to finish it off.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Jones. And that's 31 points for LeBron.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
A nice shot by Jordan.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
James kicks to Jones. It's Miller on the wing. Jones, the pass to James. They grab their own miss. Jones drives in. Miller outside. Good on the triple.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for LeBron. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
Miller, no luck. The Clippers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Perkins, he's checked in for Hayward. Iman Shumpert has come in for Jones. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Mike Miller.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. And that one falls for Jamal Crawford.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here.
And nothing you can do to salvage this one at this point. Game over.
Not anymore. Any chance they had is gone.
This run probably just a case of too little too late.
But at least they're still going after it and playing hard. It would have been very easy to throw in the towel a while ago.
Shumpert gets a wide open look. Yep, it's good.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.